Blake Brockermeyer is here to give us his winners and losers from some of this week one action. Let's start with winners, because we're going to start on a positive note here. You picked Georgia. Not hard to see why after they laid a 49-3 beatdown on Oregon, but what did you like the most about this Dogs week one performance?
Well, I liked their offense, and Stetson Bennett looked a lot more efficient than he was last year, although last year he was pretty good. But just how big and physical they are across the board. I mean, they have got just creatures everywhere on their offense and defense. Watching Darnell Washington, it was like child abuse out there versus Oregon. So they really whipped Oregon every way possible, offensively and defensively. I really love this Malachi Starks kid. To come out of high school and do that right out of the gate in your very first game is very impressive. You're looking at a future superstar on their defense. And then, Ladd McConkey gets absolutely no love, it seems like, nationally, but that guy, all he does every week is just show up and do well and score touchdowns. So Georgia, to me, is the best team in the country after week one. Alabama, of course, looked pretty good as well. But I think Georgia really opened my eyes as a team that's going to cause a lot of problems this year.
Yeah, now that they got that offense rolling with Stetson Bennett, whew, watch out, country. All right, next up, similarly to how their game ended against Utah, Florida is a winner for you. Why is that?
Yeah, Florida, I mean, they just had a shocker. I mean, I was not expecting that right out of the gates in Billy Napier's first game. I knew the Swamp would be a huge advantage for them. I know last year the Alabama players said that was one of the loudest stadiums that they've ever played at. So congrats to the Florida fans. That was one of my keys to victory as they were into the game. Florida gave them a lot to think about and get excited about. Anthony Richardson, man, I have held back on the hype train on him because I wasn't sure how efficient he would be passing the ball, but that guy had a day, and he's going to be a problem. Congrats to Billy Napier. They made some clutch stops on both sides of the ball, clutch performances on a team that, in my opinion, is not overly talented.
That 2-point conversion is being played on a loop online right now. Absolutely nuts from Anthony Richardson. Let's go up to the Big House. It was home to a tight contest, not between Michigan and Colorado State, but between J.J. McCarthy and Cade McNamara. Michigan won the game pretty handily, but who won that competition?
Well, it's still yet to be done. I mean, obviously they're going to rotate. J.J. McCarthy's going to get the start versus Hawaii this year, but he might as well be going against air because Hawaii looks to me like they won't win a game this year. So, in my opinion, J.J. McCarthy gives them the upside to be a national contender this season. I knew they'd be really good this year. I thought Ohio State would be, a head above them going out of this week one game. But after watching what Notre Dame did to Ohio State, I think Michigan has a chance to give Ohio State all that they want in Columbus at the end of the season. And J.J. McCarthy is the person that can give them that chance to really take it to the next level.